What's up, guys? It's Radio DJs React. I'm Mo. That's Tyler. And we are doing Dax.
First time.
Dax and Darius Rucker. This is our first time doing Dax. Huh? Yeah. I've heard of him. I've seen some of his stuff online here and there. He's definitely good.
He did that Richmond North of Richmond remix.
Yes, he did do that.
But he did a bunch of other stuff before that. Like
I've seen one where he did something like it was like a song where he was dressed up like the Joker. And
I think I saw.
And he had it like an open verse that he put out there so people on social media could write a verse and do it.
Yeah,
like in a duet.
He's an independent guy. This song was already done 6 months ago. It looks like, because it's on a related right over here on the right. 6 months ago, it had 16 million views. However, we want to do this one because Hootie, aka Darius Rucker.
Rucker.
I should do it the other way. Darius Rucker, a.k.a. Hootie, is...
Doesn't he hate that when people call him Hootie?
Why?
I could have sworn, but maybe that was just the Key and Peele thing.
No, I think you're thinking of... who was the... Cuba Gooding Jr. was pissed off about it because everybody mistook him for Hootie. Because
really?
Yeah, I've heard Darius on the radio talk about it with like on an interview, like, "Hey, do you still get paid from like Hootie?" And he's like, "Oh, tons."
I always heard that Hootie and the Blowfish. He wasn't Hootie. Hootie and the Blowfish was just a collective name, but he wasn't actually Hootie, and the other guys weren't the Blowfish.
He's
but
rich.
Anyway,
get over it, bitch.
Yeah. Darius Rucker, I love his music.
Yeah,
so
he's
I'm looking forward. This is a very unique dynamic.
I know. So you got
Dax and
Darius Rucker. So you got like a country guy. I mean, kind of like. Adult contemporary, then flipped to country, in the past 15 years? And Dax has been pretty much hip-hop, right? So, all right, it's called To Be a Man. It's the remix of that. Here we go.
Can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, what he should.
Did he just go, my man Darius, feeling the beat. To be a good man. Dude, let's go.
Darius is rapping right now, I think.
Dude, is
this what it sounds like when Darius Rucker raps?
Sing rap, you know? Yeah, all right.
You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromise.
Even the way he just pointed.
Yeah, that was a rap point. That's what I was thinking too. Like, that was definitely a rap
while
point.
You struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man.
I love it.
Everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
Damn, that was a good ass verse, dude.
Damn, Darius.
Damn.
Wow, that was great, man. This is great.
I gotta listen to that shit again, dude. I gotta listen to that whole verse again.
I'm telling you, like, if you put yourself in a headspace of, like, if you listen to, like, I'm not really stressing about anything right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. I'm just working towards, like, getting Christmas taken care of and stuff like that. But if you were to hear that, if I was to hear that during the midst of one of my times where I'm, like, stressing over something, or I'm trying to figure out, like, how am I going to make this happen? How am I going to make that happen? Dude, I'd probably break down in tears to listen to that at that time frame.
So we should listen to it again in a month?
Yeah, I'm going to have to listen to it again while I'm going through some shit, because that's definitely going to... Just that verse alone
Darius
sounds
had
like
bars,
something
bro.
I would go to when I just needed to feel like somebody understood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Darius got some bars on this song. I like that. I mean, so far so good. I want to re-listen to that whole verse again because that was just good. I want to listen to it all in full, especially with the.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. I'll give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
Yeah, that was good, dude.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road.
It's really cool that Dax got Darius on here too, because you know Dax is an independent guy, and then Darius, I obviously felt compelled from the original version to come over
and be a part
and
of
say,
it.
"Hey, I want to drop a verse,"
and not just put my voice on it.
Yeah,
I'm going to come be in a whole new video.
Video for you. Yeah, exactly.
And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. That home. It's not about how
Darius still looks good too.
Oh yeah.
Inside that home. Inside that home.
Something I noticed in this song, I think this is the end. Something I noticed in this song, there's two different writing styles that you have here. You have a very factual-based writing style, and then you have a writing style that is personal-based, right? Mm-hmm. So Dax is very focused on factual, very intellect on his lyrics, right? He's I've heard other songs of Dax, and he's very smart, especially how he crafts his lyrics. Mm-hmm. And the way Darius is writing, he's pulling that countryside of first person point of view, right? Like, hey, this is because he brought in his personal relationship with his father and himself. And how he's raising his sons, etc. You know what I mean? He's like he's bringing you in on his life while Dax is focused in on the general. Yeah. So there's two different writing styles here, which I appreciate. Yeah, that's cool.
And they meshed very well together. They came together very well.
Yeah, that was good.
Damn, man, that was
really good. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Really
I'm gonna have to listen to that one again.
I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna cry when I'm listening to that by myself.
December 21st.
It's
on your birthday.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this on my birthday. I'm not gonna cry on my birthday. But
you
no,
gotta get all of that out, man. All right, December 20th. All right, this is my last cry.
I cannot cry on tomorrow. But no, dude, that was really good. I loved it. So if this is your first time checking us out here at Radio DJs React, we always give a rating to the songs that we check out, 1 through 10. This was really good. So I'm gonna go 8.3.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 8.3. Yeah. I do believe that this is something that all men should hear. I feel like men's mental health and, I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't some things in society that are built for us to profit off of or to be able to, what am I trying to get at? There are things that are geared toward men that we're privileged with, right? Yeah. And I understand that.
Yeah.
But there are also other parts of life where we are extremely undervalued, extremely underrepresented because men aren't usually like they were saying in the song.
Underappreciated.
It's get over it, be a man, don't cry, fucking keep it going.
Yeah.
And it's not fair that men are expected to not have emotions, right? And so I think a song like this speaks to that so well. And Darius's verse, in particular, I think really resonates with someone on a personal level. And me a little bit, not even so much me, but there's somebody out here. There's somebody out there who heard Darius's verse and the whole thing, and they're like, "Shit, that's how I feel."
Yeah.
That is exactly how I feel right now.
Right. I'm going to go 7.7. I like it. Above average score. The only reason I'm going to go down on this a little bit, and I like Darius, his verse and everything, it's that fucking auto-tune,
I knew you were going to say the auto-tune for Dax.
Fucking auto-tune.
Dax's auto-tune. But you know what? I noticed that Darius, there were some points where if Darius was using a major auto-tune, it would have shown, and it didn't.
It didn't.
And I loved how Darius kind of his tone elevated as he got more serious about the topic.
And the beat stopped too. If you noticed that, how it was just like that real like boom, in that beat that was hitting on the first part, and then once he raised his voice up, the beat actually stopped, and it was just like guitars behind it or
so
whatever.
So you could focus more on his vocal.
Right. Yeah. Kind of like I think there was like some strings in the background, but I'm not trying to knock Dax for using autotune. I mean, because I've heard way worse.
Oh God, yeah,
way worse. But
NBA young boy.
Oh gosh, I mean, just like I could understand his lyrics and everything. Obviously, the captions were up there, but I could still understand his enunciation was good. It's just I'm not a fan of autotune, particularly when you can really hear it and you can hear the corrections that it's making.
Yeah.
And for the people that are going to comment that there wasn't no fucking autotune, shut up. Yes, there was.
There definitely was.
There definitely was. I think somebody tried to comment when NBA YoungBoy.
No, it was Lil Durk.
Oh, was it Lil Durk? He didn't have autotune. That's the way his voice sounds.
Yes, the fuck he did. Like his voice sounded like a Muppet.
One of these days, we're gonna have to do like a tutorial of what the autotune can actually do to your voice. But anyways, I still like the song. I still think it's a banger. I think Dax did a wonderful job. Darius recognizing a great song and then reaching out to Dax. I don't know how that worked, but the fact that he went with an independent artist and actually supported another black man doing something that is other than country and or rock. He goes to the hip hop. I don't think he's ever done anything with hip hop before.
I can't think of a time I've remembered Darius collaborating with a hip hop artist.
The reason I say this is because Darius has been on other white guys stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's fine. There's no problem with that. It's just, it's cool to see that he's did it with an independent guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I love the representation in the video.
Yeah.
There was no focus on any race.
Nope.
It was white guys, black guys. Yep. I'm pretty sure I saw an Indian guy in there.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like, hey, this is a message for all men. If you are struggling with this, there are other people that are around that know what it's like, that feel the same way you feel.
Right.
And it's okay to feel that way.
100%.
I loved it.
I loved it. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you would, please. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and all the other stuff, too.
All the goodies.
Yeah. We're Radio DJs React. We'll catch you next time.